The Cursed Prince and the Girl with the Golden Heart. Long ago, in the heart of Africa, there lived a proud prince who believed beauty was only what the eyes could see, until one act of kindness changed everything. In a distant African kingdom surrounded by whispering forests and golden rivers, there once lived a prince named Obina. He was handsome and strong, but his heart was filled with pride. He looked down on the poor, laughed at beggars, and thought kindness was a weakness. One night, during a heavy storm, an old woman knocked on the palace gate. Her clothes were torn, and her hands trembled as she asked for shelter. But Prince Obina turned her away with harsh words. The woman looked into his eyes and said, "True beauty lives not in the face, but in the heart." Before he could speak again, a bright light surrounded her. Her wrinkled skin turned to golden glow, her eyes shone like fire. She was not an old woman, she was a powerful forest spirit in disguise. She lifted her hand and said, "You have no kindness within you, Obina. From this day, your heart will wear your face." In an instant, the prince's skin hardened, his voice deepened, and his reflection showed a terrible beast. The spirit vanished, leaving him alone and cursed. The once beautiful palace grew dark, and the people fled, afraid of the creature that now lived within the walls. Years passed. The forest grew thick around the palace, hiding it from the world. And there the beast lived, filled with sorrow and regret. Far away, in a small village, there lived a young girl named Amora. She was known for her kindness. She cared for her sick father and helped anyone who needed it. One morning, she went deep into the forest in search of herbs to heal her father. As she wandered, she found a strange, overgrown garden blooming with bright red flowers. When she bent to pick one, a deep, rumbling voice echoed behind her. "Who dares to touch my flowers?" Amora turned and saw the beast. Though she trembled, she did not run. Instead, she bowed her head and said, "Forgive me. I only wanted to heal my father." The beast stared at her in silence. For the first time in years, someone had spoken to him without fear or hate. "Take the herbs you need," he said quietly. "But promise you will come again." Amora agreed. And so she returned, day after day, bringing food, laughter, and light into the beast's lonely world. They spoke of the stars, of kindness, of the days before his curse. Slowly, the beast's anger faded, and in its place grew something gentle, friendship, and then love. One morning, Amora's father grew weak again. She begged to return home. Though it broke his heart, the beast said, "Go, Amora. Your father needs you." When she left, the palace fell silent once more. The beast wandered his empty halls, whispering her name. Days later, Amora returned. Her father had recovered, and her heart longed for the forest again. She ran into the palace garden and found the beast lying still among the flowers. Tears filled her eyes as she touched his hand. "You have a good heart," she whispered. The wind lifted, and a soft golden light filled the air. The beast's form began to change. His rough skin smoothed, his claws vanished, and before her stood Prince Obina, gentle, humble, and free from pride. He looked into Amora's eyes and said, "Your love has given me back my heart." The curse was broken. The palace shone once more, and the people returned, rejoicing. Obina and Amora ruled with kindness, never forgetting the lesson that changed their lives. True beauty lives not in the face, but in the heart. And so, the beast became a man once more, and love returned to the kingdom. For true beauty lives not in the face, but in the heart. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to subscribe to ObyTales,